What's up, guys? Got a question from Alicia. She writes, when I have been insulted in the past, I would let it go straight to my heart. I would get complimented and it would go right over my head like I didn't even hear it. I've gotten better with handling insults but struggle to feel compliments. Any suggestions for letting love, compliments, and affection in? Sounds like you have a particular pattern where you're accustomed to putting yourself down but not lifting yourself up. And that may be through some kind of childhood emotional trauma, or maybe that's a pattern you picked up from your family. And so you created this habit or belief that you have to attack yourself, criticize yourself, put yourself down, and you got to ask yourself, what do you get out of doing that? Perhaps you had to achieve, or you had to push yourself, or you were told you weren't good enough, and so you feel low self-worth, and you feel like the only way to get love, or the way that you are shown love in your dysfunctional family relationship, perhaps, that by putting yourself down, that is the attention, although negative, that is the attention that you translate as love. And so you're not accustomed to being complimented, or perhaps you are in an environment where when you get complimented, maybe you don't feel as genuine. You feel like people are trying to use you or trying to tell you what you want to hear. And so you have a belief that the compliment isn't really coming from the heart. And your immediate reaction might be, well, they're complimenting me, so they must want something from me. And there's all these different ideas. I'm not sure which one applies to you. Probably a little bit of everything. But subconsciously, you're choosing to hear the actions of people that are congruent to how you feel about yourself. So if you're feeling, like you're negatively judging yourself, then the tendency is to accept other people who say the same things. And in the same token, if you don't feel good about yourself, or you don't feel like you give yourself positive love, affection, compliments, those sort of things, then when you hear that from other people, it's sort of, you automatically or subconsciously repel that. So just be aware of that. And, you can check out my video on self-judgment, and also caring about what people think. So for people who tend to feel strongly about insults or feel hurt by people's negative opinions, that's a case where if your self-esteem, your self-worth, your self-love is not strong, then it's very easy to rely on other people to shore that up and allow other people to define who you are. And that's great that you're not having as much trouble with that anymore, because you've gotten better. So now you got to flip to the other side. Now that you're better at handling insults, you want to work on allowing compliments to come in. And that is just simply affirming to yourself that you want to support yourself, that you give yourself love, and that you don't always have to be the strong one. So that's another thing that happens. People who tend to be the rescuer, the one who's right, the one who's strong, the one who's holding it up, tend to not receive love or support as easily, because they feel like they have to do it all. And you got to learn how to trust people. You have to learn how to ask for help when you need it. And it's okay to need other people. It's okay to want attention. It's okay to want love. Just make sure you're selective about getting from people who are treating you right. So as far as that's all I have to say for now. If you have anything you want to add, please let me know in the comments below. All right, thanks for watching.